Hi everyone, welcome to the Pause channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through Pause Lesson 1, Meet 3 Key Parts of the Brain. Today we're learning about 3 key parts of the brain. You will know that you are successful when you can name the 3 key parts of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala and the hippocampus, and you understand how each part works. Your brain lives inside your head. It has many different parts and they all work very closely together. The 3 parts that we are learning about in the Pause program are the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and the hippocampus. To help you remember the big names of these parts of the brain, we are going to link an animal to each of them. Wally, the prefrontal cortex, is the wise old owl. Wally lives in the very front part of the brain called the frontal lobe. Wally makes our smart choices, solves problems, and does our thinking. Gabby, the amygdala, is the guard dog. Gabby lives deep into the center of the brain called the temporal lobe. Gabby is responsible for our behaviors and our emotions. Ellie, the hippocampus, is the memory-saving elephant. Ellie lives deep inside the center of the brain called the temporal lobe, exactly where the amygdala lives. Ellie is responsible for forming, organizing, and storing our memories. This is a poster that you can have placed in your room or even at your home. Now, with helping us learn the 3 key parts of the brain, we have a little chant that goes like this. Prefrontal cortex, wise old owl, thinking part of the brain. Amygdala, guard dog, emotional part of the brain. Hippocampus, elephant, memory part of the brain. Now, you may have noticed that I pointed to the top of my head for the amygdala. When I'm teaching this, I say to the students that we can't actually point down deep inside of our head. So we're just going to point to the top, but knowing that our amygdala is deep down into the center of our brain. And also, we go behind our ears for the hippocampus because a real hippocampus actually is in the shape of an ear. And we'll see a picture a bit later on. So I thought this was a great way to help us remember where they live. Now there are some clips here that you can watch with your class and students, or they can watch at home that help them understand and gain some knowledge around the brain. The first one in the prep to 2 is a little song. The first one in the 3s and 4s is just talking about different areas of the brain. And the first one in the 5s and 6s gives just a little bit of information. They're great for you to watch with your class or at home. Here's a fun fact. As you can see, there is a picture of a seahorse and beside it a funny looking thing. That is a real hippocampus and an adult size version. Now, the origin of the name hippocampus comes from ancient Greece, and the name actually means sea monster or seahorse, as it was thought that the hippocampus looked very similar to a seahorse. And you can also see how it is roughly a shape of an ear. And to me, I thought it was represented an elephant's trunk, and that was one of the reasons I chose an elephant for the hippocampus. The last part of the Pause lesson 1 is that we learned that if you put your 2 hands together, it's approximately the size of your brain that's floating around inside your skull. The thumbs can represent the prefrontal cortex, the pointer fingers can represent the amygdala, and the tips of your middle fingers buried deep inside can represent your hippocampus. Thank you so much for listening to the first Pause lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. You can revisit this lesson anytime that you like and watch other YouTube clips that are linked inside. Have a lovely day.